Okay, hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who's new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is probably gonna be a bit of a mess because I've had such a bad morning. And as I'm filming this is the first day of summer vacation. My kids are officially home and they will most probably be coming in because I'm still alone. My husband has been gone for 2 weeks. He's gonna come home tonight, but I have to keep my door open and hear the kids, and you will probably hear them too. So I apologize already from the get-go. Yeah, so that is a bit of a challenge because I hear them all the time and like the noise in my head is unbelievable. So it's very hard to concentrate on my own thoughts, but because my mother heart always sort of ventures out to them. Anyway, and then I wanted to film this already before they got up because I wanted to be smart about this, right? You know, I always I usually film before they get up. And I had set my alarm, but then the volume was turned down for whatever reason, so I got up too late. I just managed to barely finish my makeup before having to wake them up, and here we are. So if that is a little bit all over the place, then I do apologize, but it's quite possible that this is how it's going to be for the summer months. Anyway, this is going to be 8 weeks of fun ahead of us, and yay, you're all invited to suffer with me through that. Anyway, so let's just fire up the Instagram. I have, well, there is so much noise in this house you would not believe. Do you hear this? They're not even fighting, they're just being children, and that is so much noise. It's kind of, you know what, I understand people just having animals because it's just really a lot of noise. Anyway, so let's just move to the side because we're not talking about kids today, we are talking about makeup releases, right? So this is, you know what, I have an issue with Instagram. When I put the releases that I want to talk about into that file, I cannot sort that file. The only option it gives me is to delete things, and I don't want to delete, I just want to move them together so one release is together with other pictures of that same release, and I do not manage to do that, which is so annoying because that makes me always sit here and scroll back and forth, and it comes across like I'm super unorganized, which I'm not. But anyway, so it is what it is. That's the reason, you know, that I'm always like going back and forth, and that is you know, anyway. All right, so the first thing I actually want to talk about is the last thing I added, which is Emme Boutique. And I know there has been maybe 2 weeks back, there has been this thing. One of you actually, I think, has tagged me on Instagram on a post where someone was sort of saying that Emme Boutique, or Monique Boulay, I think it's pronounced, from Emme Boutique is using unsafe eye ingredients for her eyeshadows and whatever she's doing. So I cannot comment on that. I'm gonna just show you this palette, which is super beautiful. It's the new Rose Gold palette, and I love it. This is such a beautiful palette, well done. Now that other issue with these unsafety to the eyes, I cannot comment on that. I just know I have a couple of things from Emme Boutique, which is the green palette and a couple of blue singles, and I have had no problems with that, but I'm not sensitive on the eyes. I think now they're starting to fight. They're fighting about dinosaurs, in case you wanted to know. You know, it's always something important when kids fight. Anyway, so I don't know, and I honestly, I did not contact her about this. So just saying that this is out there. If you want to make sure what you're getting, or they have ingredients as listed or something, then please make sure to contact her herself. But just saying that this is an amazing beautiful palette, and it's available on her Etsy. The next thing that I actually want to a little bit compare with what we just saw is a release from Milani, and they're releasing a palette that is sort of in the same line, and it's their, wait, do I have a name of this? Is it just a Milani palette? I don't know what it's called. New Gilded Amber Hyperpigmented Face and Eyeshadow Palette. It's this one, and I don't know if you see the difference, but I do. I see such a difference in the vibrance of the shades. Now this one here from Milani is not a bad palette, I'm not going to say that. And it also comes with 2 highlighters, which maybe a lot of people, now they're actually screaming at each other. Maybe I should go and check what's going on. Just hold on a second. Okay, they're actually fine. They're just being children, totally annoyed by each other's presence. Anyway, so we were talking about the palette from Milani, and so there are mattes, there are metallic shimmers, there are deep duochromes, and there are those 2 luminous highlighters, which is, I think it's a good idea. It's nice. I have nothing against palettes that have highlighters in them. I have something against palettes that have lip products in them, because that I don't like, but highlighters I can totally work with that. I don't mind. But the vibrancy is in the other palette from Emmy Boutique is so much nicer, even though overall it's the same color scheme. So anyway, so this one from Milani is retails for $20, and that's it. That's all I know. So if that is more your style or whatever, then maybe you want to go for that. Of course, this is also way cheaper than the one from Emmy Boutique, but you know, you have to make your choices. What do you want? Vibrancy, or you want to go more for a more subdued look, which would be this one from Milani. Anyway, next one up is something that I have not known before. It's called Winky Lux. Have you known that brand, Winky Lux? So Winky Lux, let me just go into their account. Winky Lux is New York based. Okay, never heard of that. Anyway, so this popped up on my Instagram and I thought that was so sweet. It's a lip balm that has confetti in it. Now, is that practical? I don't know. I don't think so. Is it cute? Yes. It retails for $14. I would not pay $14 for a lip balm with confetti in it, but maybe someone would, because I mean, it is cute, and I do like sparkly lips and you know, shimmers and glitters and whatever in my lip products, but confetti, I don't know. But I just wanted to show you, first of all, because again, it's a new brand that I'm adding to my collection that I'm talking about, and also because it's something special. I have not personally seen confetti in a lip balm. All right, next thing is the Kylie Cosmetics summer collection, and that is special. Anyway, wait, this is now one case where I have to go back and forth between different pages here because I could not put it in order in my file. So let's just start with the eyeshadow palette. So when you see this eyeshadow palette, and yeah, when you see this eyeshadow palette, what would you name this? Take a wild guess. This, I think, could be, you know, I don't know, beach bronzing, something like this. Get a nice summer tan palette. So she's calling this release the Under the Sea collection. Why? What is that? Why? I don't understand. There is not even a blue in the palette. Not even a blue. Not even one. There's a turquoise. There is this greenish, like an olive kind of khaki green. And then there is the purple, which are all nice shades. The rest is neutrals, which, okay. But then don't call it Under the Sea. What does that all mean? I really don't understand. Okay, so the rest of the collection, there is 2 liquid lips in a new formula that is called Lip Blushes. Then there are 2 lipsticks, 2 mattes and 1 metallic. Lip toppers, then there is 1 high gloss, then there are 4 shimmer eye blazes, which are those singles that you can see, which actually that teal, this muted teal, is actually a very nice color. I really like. Yeah, and the palette. So, wow, they're fighting. Anyway, so yeah, so that's that collection, Under the Sea. I feel like I'm drowning in blues and greens and anyway, so that's that. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, the elephant in the room that has been released last week was, of course, the yellow palette from Colourpop. So that has been so requested, and we've all been waiting for this, and we've been so curious what they would do with that palette. And I do think that the palette looks okay, and of course it's called AHA Honey, so it is more a honey themed palette than really a true yellow palette, I would say, according to my taste. Now, what would I have done with the palette? I would have included less honey shades, but more like real true sunshine yellow, honeybee yellow, you know, like real true yellows, and even a neon yellow, definitely. So I would have taken that a little bit further, and I would have not put on in those bronzy browns, because everybody has that. We don't need that in a yellow palette. You do not necessarily need to have a palette that gives you a whole look. You can pull in a palette like this just to complete a look, right? So I think those two shades, or at least the one in the top, no, I always mix that up, in the bottom right corner, is for me a wasted space that could have been a neon yellow, for example. So overall, it is a nice palette. Will I get it? Probably, because this month or next month I want to actually put in my very first Colourpop order. I want to order the blue palette. What was it called? The Blue Moon palette. The Blue Moon palette, and I also want to order this, most probably. We'll see. I'm just gonna, you know, think about it a little bit. Maybe the urge goes away, but overall I have seen nice looks, and I'm actually very tempted, as a very fair-skinned person, to do yellow looks. I would like to try that. I do have a couple of yellow shades in my collection, but I'm very intrigued by Colourpop, because I mentioned last time already that I have only one Colourpop palette, and I love that one because the formula is amazing. I love it, and I would love to add to that collection. So plus this retails for something like, what was it? Wait, $12. So, you know. Yeah, okay, so that, of course, all of this comes in a bundle. It's not just the palette. There is also a brush set that's called Catch Some Sun Brush Bundle that retails for $20, and then there is a Pocketful Yellow Pigment Duo, which is $12, and the Here We Glow Again Colourpop Bundle. What is that? $24. That is, I think, like liquid shimmers and stuff like that, oils and whatever. So that's not really interesting to me. It's really more the palette. Maybe the brushes. We'll see. Anyway, so that is that I wanted to address. And then the next thing is from Benefit. So they are bringing back two highlighters that have been previously just released as part of palettes, and they look like this. So apparently they have been super like favorites of customers. So this is the shade Cookie and the shade Tickle. One is more like a rose gold and one is more of a peach, and they look lovely, but the packaging, seriously, what is that? It's okay, I get it, it's sort of like a gift box, I guess, but it's so unpractical, and there's so much empty space. Like, what? No, I don't like that. But the shades themselves are really nice. Each one of them is $30 for one highlighter. I'm not willing to pay that, but it's nice. It's nice, that's all I'm gonna say. The packaging is absolutely horrible. I don't like that. The shades themselves are nice. Next thing I wanted to share with you is from Amorous USA, which is releasing Noir Fatal. This is their new palette, and it's basically 2/3 neutral. If you really like look closely at it, it's really 2/3 neutral and 1/3 colorful, which might be perfect for someone who is looking for exactly that. And it retails for $15, and it has 32 shades, so you're getting a lot for your money. Now, I cannot speak of the impact of those colors, if how they apply, if they're patchy or if it's good quality. I have no idea. Just saying that this is what is available, Noir Fatal. For me, I think it is a little bit too overwhelming neutral, even though, as you know, I have been letting myself going towards the neutral a little bit, and I like to combine the neutral and the colorful, but just because I have a couple of palettes that already carry all those shades, probably I would not buy that. But if you are, you know, on the market for something like this, then that's what you're getting. All right, there is, the next thing is from, wait, that was good. That was good that I wanted to mention. This is from Beauty of Color Cosmetics, and I have talked about this. Was that the sleepover palette or something like this? There was a palette. Should I go and check what that was? Maybe you remember. I think it was like a sleepover palette or something. Sounds funny. So they're coming out with the Queening collection, which is totally up my alley. I love the whole theme, and as you can see, it is sort of a neutral orangey palette, a very warm palette. It is, for me, it is interesting really just because they added that one shade on the bottom row in the middle of the palette, which is a very, very dark Bordeaux kind of a shade, which looks really, really nice. And I think this one adds a lot to the palette. Would I buy the palette? No, probably not. But I am totally in support of this release, just because what it stands for. And there's also more in that collection. There's that eyeshadow palette, which retails for $29. Then there is a highlighter palette that you'll see right here for $24, which has, of course, a big range of highlighter shades, which, you know, serves the very fair ones and the very darker ones. That is always a little bit, yeah, you know, I don't like that too much. At least make maybe 2 duos or something, one serving the very fair ones and one serving like the medium to dark. That I think is a smarter thing. But I have to say that this very dark Bordeaux highlighter shade, you, as you're a fair person, you can use it as a blush or a blush topper. So it's all good. I'm just saying that I personally prefer to get more, just that is more custom made for me. But this whole brand is a very, very inclusive brand. That is what they do. So that's the whole release, right? So that is nice. And then there are 3 lipsticks that are $14 each, which also look really, really nice. They are very, very intense colors that I really, really like. And as you know, I've told you that I am getting more and more into wearing lipsticks and lip products in general, and really find that very intriguing. So that's that. Then the next thing is Copasetic Cosmetics. Is it Copasetic? Copacetic? I don't know. Copasetic Cosmetics is coming out with the Hustle Heart collection, and this is available for pre-order now. And it is an eyeshadow palette together with 3 face products, which I think is another neutral palette that is actually nice. It's not super great, I think, for my personal liking, but it is nice. And they are also, they also have 2 lip products in, you see that gold and army green kind of a thing, which is really, really cool. So is it lip products or is it, do I know what that is? I don't know. Anyway, so it looks like lip products though. It looks really, really nice, the lip products. The rest of the palette is very, very subdued and pretty, like in a normal range. It's nothing extra spectacular. Just wanted to show you because maybe you're exactly looking for that. The next thing I wanted to show you, I'm actually really super excited about, because I spoke about that a couple months ago, and that is from Emmy Cosmetics, and that was the Flower Garden palette. It looked like that. And now and it was actually so expensive. We looked into it. I wanted to maybe get it, but it was super, super expensive. It was just beyond what I could do. So now they're coming out with singles, because apparently this has been quite the hit. And now they're coming out with singles of those shadows, which is really, really lovely. I think it's a Canadian indie brand, and it's super, super beautiful. I just really, the green and the purple and the magenta, like the very deep magenta, and so beautiful. Love this. Do I have prices? Okay, the price per eyeshadow is going to be $5.21, which is a weird price because they're calculating it. They're calculating it according to Canadian dollars, which is going to be $7. And then you have, of course, bundle prices and stuff like this. But I think for each like single eyeshadow, it's going to be, let's say, $5.20. Okay, so that is available. I think it is already available. Very, very pretty. Love that a lot. Then I want to show you 2 releases from Unique Beauty, which are super, super beautiful. And they're coming out with the summer collection that is coming soon. And they're showing us already 2 shades. So one is to die for, which is the pistachio shade, which looks like this. So this is the shade and the swatch. And then there is another one. And again, I'm skipping around because of Instagram. This is the shade. Let me just check which one is that. Fior di Latte, I think that's how you pronounce it. So this one is less my piece of cake, but the green one, super, super, super pretty. More I don't know. They're coming out, of course, I guess, as we go along with more shades and then show us the whole summer collection. Next thing is Beauty Escapes Cosmetics. I don't think I've talked about them, have I? I don't know. They're coming out with these shadows, which are absolutely stunningly beautiful. Love them so, so much. And they are all themed in like tea time kind of a thing, like frosting, cookie, tea cake, grape soda. I don't know, grape soda, I guess it's not tea time. Blueberry pie and blackberries. So really, really pretty. Do I have swatches? Yes, I do have swatches. I'm gonna include them right here as well. They look super foiled and amazing. Love that so much. Top notch. Very, very good. Then another thing is from Harts Beauty, and she is launching, or it has launched already by the time you're seeing this. She's launching these multi-chrome flakes. Super pretty. I mean, what can I say? You see this, right? It's amazing. Now, these are 3 different shades. Do I have a price? Let me just quickly check if I have a price on a different page. Oh, this flipping back and forth is really, really annoying. No, I don't have a price, at least on what I can see right now, but I'm gonna link her her contact in the description box in case you want to find out. So now I just have to go back to my original page so I don't lose my thing. Okay, so now I wanted to show you this here from Divina Cosmetics, and actually I was hoping that something from Divina Cosmetics would come up on Instagram because I wanted to talk about Divina Cosmetics. So all of those shadows that had been very, very fast sold out from the Galaxy Dust and from the Willy Wonka Exploders collection are now again restocked, and you can buy them. You can have, of course, you can use codes to get discounts on them. And I just wanted to so badly mention Divina Cosmetics because a couple of days ago, when you see this, it's almost a week ago, Divina Cosmetics found me. Found me on Instagram and started liking my pictures, and I was so thrilled. I could not believe it. You know, I have not made any attempt of contacting her or whatever, but she found me just by herself, which is amazing. Loved it. And I actually then wrote to her and I told her that I'm so in love with her brand. I don't own anything of her as of right now, but I'm planning on doing that. I'm planning to order something within this year, and I'm so honored that she liked my pictures. I know that for most people that would probably mean nothing, but for me it made my day. It actually made my day. So there is Divina Cosmetics, and I'm so glad they posted something, so I had a reason to talk about that. Alright, another thing that has been restocked is the Menagerie Cosmetics Whale Song Palette. Just wanted to put that out there. We've spoken about that release. It's restocked. It's available again. And then Glam Light. Glam Light is coming out with the part 2 of the Viva Mexico collection, and this is what we're getting. So wait, there are margarita lips in 6 flavors, $12 each. There are taco lashes in 5 styles, $12 each. They're concha lips. All of this means nothing to me. For $12, tequila lips for $10. What does it all mean? Okay, Michelada lashes in 2 styles for $10 each. Yeah, next. Alright, Terra Moon Cosmetics is launching the kind of a mermaid collection, which looks like this, and this looks like it's highlighters. I don't think they're telling us what that exactly is. I don't think it is eyeshadows. I'm pretty sure it's highlighters, which look amazing, absolutely amazing. Love it. I don't know more about this. Sorry, I'm breezing through this. I just have the very, very strong urge to get back to my kids. So that is that. Terra Moon Cosmetics, beautiful. Next thing, BH Cosmetics Zodiac Sign. Do I need to say more? Let's see what they have in store for us this month. So there's Cancer. amazing. It makes me want to jump in joy and like dance in the sunshine. I just can't. I just cannot. When is the year over that we can finally move on and do not have to do zodiac signs anymore? No, thank you. All right, where are we going? Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty is the next one, and she is coming out with minis. It's called, I think, the On The Go collection or something. It's available on Fenty Beauty and in Sephora, and it's, wait, what is it? Fly Baby Mini Eye Primer and a liner set. And it's all, of course, super expensive if you ask me, for getting a little bit, like half size or whatever it's going to be, that you still pay like $18 for a retouch setting powder and $16 for a mini retouch primer, and wait, a little bronze duo for $24. I don't know why I even hear some people saying in these kinds of videos that that is a good idea. Just take a bigger bag and take your regular makeup. This is such a rip-off. I hate this. Plus, okay, so I own nothing from Fenty Beauty. I've heard good things about Fenty Beauty. I don't think that, I don't need this. Anyway, I'm not traveling a lot because I have to be home. I'm stuck like glue to my children here. But I don't know. I would not possibly need that. Even if I were to travel, I would have my travel kit, and I would rather pay extra luggage than being ripped off like this. I don't know. No, thank you. All right, next thing, and we are almost done. Are we almost done? I think we're almost done. Yes. Okay. So next thing is from Stila, and that I wanted to mention because I actually own one thing from Stila which is really, really similar to that. So they're coming out with this Stila liquid eyeshadow collection thing. It's, I think, a new formula, and it's supposed to be, what is it? It's supposed to be multi-dimensional matte liquid shadows. So that is not what I have. I have that same idea, but as a multi-chrome. You know, I'm not believing in swatches, and I'm not very good at it either. I'm not very experienced in that. But does that come across on camera that this is really, really nice? It is. So I don't know about this new formula, multi-dimensional matte. I don't even know how that works, because for me matte is matte. But I might be surprised, because you know what, I never thought that a liquid duochrome would be so pretty. Anyway, this one you do have to build up. I don't know how those are, those matte ones. Anyway, they retail for $24 each, and there are, let me just count them, there are 2, 4, 6, 8 shades. The shades themselves are not super spectacular, except maybe the purple and the fuchsia for me. The other ones are a little bit more leaning towards the neutral, which is fine. Anyway, so just putting it out there that's what it is. Then I wanted to show you from Emmy Cosmetics. They're coming out with a new digital dust highlighter shade. Actually, it's two. One of them is Genesis, which is this peach-based golden pearl, and then they're coming out with a, where is that? Now that is again on a different page. Instagram. It's a white one that is called Morning Star, and that's an opulent vanilla hue with gold and pink pearls. Again, I want to please meet someone who's making up those descriptions, because I want to learn how to do that. Anyway, so that's what they're coming out with. Look really, really nice, especially, of course, the apricot pink. No, not pink. The peach-based one. That's what I was looking for. Super, super pretty. Love it. Amazing. So this is from Natasha Denona, I think. Yes, it's from Natasha Denona, and she is coming out with these chroma crystal liquid eyeshadows. Just wanted to show you, this is of course just a picture. I saw a swatch video which looked really, really nice and spectacular and sparkly. Of course, all of those shades are leaning more towards the golden nude kind of family, except that one that is a very, very dark burgundy shade. Depending on what you like. Do I have a close-up maybe? Do I have swatches? Yeah, here I have swatches. Actually, on this swatch, it looks just like a very dark, cold brown, which is a shame, because in the swatch video, it looked more like very, very deep red wine color, which I like more. So what it is, I have no idea. Is it this? Is it that? I don't know. These people put so many filters usually on their marketing releases, so I really don't know, can say what the truth is, but that's what it is. So each one of them retails for $25. There are 5 shades available, as you saw, and that's it. I think that's it. Is that it? We made it, girls. We made it, and my kids are still alive. I'm so happy. All right, so let's move to the middle. And let's just really quickly breeze through what my highlights were for this week. So my highlights ideologically was probably the Beauty of Color Cosmetics collection, the Queening collection, which I like. I like the idea behind it. I like everything that has to do with queens. Would I buy it for myself just for that name? No, not for the ideology. Sorry, not for the ideology, and also not for the name. That's not enough reason for me to buy it. Do I support it as an influencer? Yes, totally. So, but that is a little bit like besides the point, because I really want to talk about what I could see myself buying, and that is definitely those shades from the Flower Garden. Was it Flower Garden? Flower Garden palette from Emmy Cosmetics. So pretty, amazing, amazing, beautiful. And then of course, what was that? Beauty Escapes Cosmetics, those shadows that look absolutely stunning, and those glitter flakes from Amy Harts Beauty. I think that might be it. I don't know, let me check. Well, the Colourpop palette, I told you that I might be getting that. Is it my favorite? Compared to the other ones, not. Am I interested? Yes. And then of course there is that Genesis highlighter from Melt Cosmetics that was also really, really nice. So I'm knocking myself out in these videos anyway. So let me know what you think, what you like best, and if there's anything I missed. Sometimes though, if I miss something, it is because I just chose not to talk about it. That also happens. So besides that, I hope you have an awesome day. Leave your questions and your whatever in the comment section, of course. If you're new here, please feel free to subscribe. I need to go offline and untangle my tongue. And I hope we are all getting through the summer together in this situation here with my kids running wild. Right now actually they're extremely quiet, which is a reason to worry, so I better go. I love you so much. I see you here next time, which is for you tomorrow, and up until then, hugs and kisses. Bye.